a couple of times and that sort of thing, but it starts to become an expected thing. You know, I take them out or whatever, and when the bill comes, you know, I can always tell they just sit there, whatever. And if I don't see anybody reaching for any money, you know, I mean, after we've shared a couple of times together, I feel that they should start, you know, the women should start offering.
Well, maybe you need to communicate a little bit better. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, well, I usually, you know, right off the bat or whatever, you know, I have no qualms about telling the girl or whatever that, you know.
Obviously, you have qualms because you can't even spit it out. What is it you're trying to say?
No, what I'm trying to say is that when the bill comes and if I don't see any reaction from the lady or whatever, I don't mind Dutch treat, and I have no qualms about saying that. Oh, your bill came to such and such. You know.
Well, I'd like that understanding prior to going out. I mean, if you wanted me to pay, you know, then I would prefer you to let me know before I go out with you.
I agree with that. That's kind of rude right at the table to say, you know, cough it up, baby.
Well, not really. I don't, you know,
No, that's because what I usually...
That's the thing that the woman is expecting, you know.
The only thing when I go out, the only thing I take is enough money to get a cab home, just in case. In case I need to.
Have you needed to?
Can I talk to James?
I suppose.
James, I'll stick my neck out here. I agree with you. And I agree with you because in my own thinking, after a man asks a woman out 5 or 6 times and the relationship is established, money is a means of exchange. And it has to dawn on every man sooner or later to ask that question, what is it I'm purchasing? I mean, she is
Hopefully
getting...
it's later, not sooner.
You don't want to hear that on the first date, Colette?
No, I wouldn't, Rick.
Well, look at it this way. She's getting the value of my company as I'm getting hers. Right. How is it that 5 and 6 months into a relationship, the man continually pays and pays and pays? There is no logic to that, especially in our culture where women own 50%, 56% of the stock market today. And
all right, I can't just sit still through this. Well, we have to take it step by step because I think, first off, it depends on how much the woman is making and how much the man is making.
Why does that matter? If I'm making $100,000
both making the same amount, but when he's making 10 times the amount that I do, it means we either go to McDonald's or we go to nice places and he ends up paying more than I do.
When you have a relationship with someone, you should be able, even if it's a first time or a week or 2 weeks or a month, you should be able to talk to a person and be able to say, well, okay, I'm going to pay for the dinner tonight. Hey, we're friends. If we're not going to have a serious relationship or it's going to be serious, we can be friends. I can pay for the dinner on occasion. You can pay for the dinner on occasion.
I'm not sure.
Let egos get in the way.
But you're saying it is an ego thing. If you order the not the most expensive thing on the menu, that it could possibly damage a man's
so
ego?
You establish that from the beginning. You know, even if it's like when I meet a person, if I meet them on the first date or the second date, if we go out and say, hey, it's my treat tonight. How about that? You know, I call him up, you know, which women say, okay, sometimes they don't like to call up men, but I'll call up a guy and say, would you like to go out and let's have something to eat tonight?
I think Rick wants to go out with you. He's never encountered a woman who actually made that offer. Thanks for calling, Valerie. Now I see what your hot button is. We'll be back to find out what Cherry's hot button is right after this.
Cherry's hot button.
Swinging from the 40s through the 80s, a magical collection of classic swing from two of the musical giants of our time, Ray Pennington and Buddy Emmons. Fans of the big band sound, country music, and western swing alike will treasure this beautiful collection. Swingin', fresh recordings of classic swing, both old and new. 22 great songs newly recorded for this spectacular 2-record set. Backed by the incomparable Swing Shift Band, Buddy and Ray have recorded 2 classic albums with a fresh and swingin' sound. This collection will be as close to your heart as it is to theirs. I'm drifting into deep water. Swinging from the 40s through the 80s, the favorites of yesterday and the favorites of tomorrow are brought together by Ray Pennington and Buddy Emmons. Don't miss this fabulous collection. Here's how to order. Use your credit card. Call 1-800-527-2600. That's 1-800-527-2600. Or save COD. Send $13.95 for record or cassette to Swingin' Department A, P.O. Box 1250, Gallatin, Tennessee 37066. That's Swingin' Department A, P.O. Box 1250, Gallatin, Tennessee 37066. Or call 1-800-527-2600.
Every month you pay rent, you make the landlord richer and richer and richer. Why pay rent when you can buy a single-family home with garage at Concept Homes of Lantana for $395 a month? Instead of paying the landlord, it'll pay you. For as low as $395 a month, own a single-family home at Concept Homes of Lantana. Concrete and steel construction, just $1,900 down, and payments as low as $395 a month. So kiss the landlord goodbye. Come to Concept Homes of Lantana, Lantana Road, just west of Military Trail.
Let me